And you can do it either holding both clubs together as one or one, whichever feels best to you.
I'll start with one and maybe go to two.
I mean, you still hold it double-handed if you've got two.
Yeah.
I'll swing it. That's it through 6 o'clock, and try to follow through all of the way to the same position. So it. I mean, I think that you're a little bit more like a true golf shot as opposed to the drill. So you want to try to go for symmetry. So you'll start in that fully cocked position, come down through the 6 o'clock, and then rotate into a fully rotated position like that. Excellent, perfect. And if you can,
rather than
yeah, and try to keep in full extension throughout.
Oh.
Yeah, so you keep that tall kneeling posture.
Yeah,
that's good, mate.
I tried to.
And look for smooth and full range of motion before going for a bit of power.
Yeah.
No, let's see.
What?
It says a little better.
That's better, mate. And there's the little bit of the sort of challenge with it is if you can get the knees closer together, you'll get more spinal rotation.
Okay.
But it's obviously more challenging on the balance wise.
Yeah, it's harder on the balance.
Yeah.
What do you Yes.
That's really good, mate. Really good. Linda, let's see how you go.
Yep.
Actually, it seems you have a little bit of a sticky patch just when you
Yeah, I'm balancing a lot.
Yeah. That's better. That was really nice. That's better. You want to do it at the quickest pace at which you can make it consistent and graceful.
Okay.
Yes, just like that. Yeah, just like that.
It's just one.
Way better. Excellent, Linda. Excellent. Gary. Let's have a look at your golf swing, mate. Don't forget to use your breathing. So that's a big breath in. Okay, mate.
Oh.
You got a second one there. Don't worry. All right, so go into the cocked position nice and slowly. Big breath in as you go. Turn your head to the right, mate, to the right. That's it. And then swing slow through the 6 o'clock all the way around, and then look to your left. Bring it over the shoulder. That's it. So the same as the start position, but looking the other way, and then come back through. That's it. Swing in. That's it.
Look at that.
Excellent. And what you can do, Gary, you can assess it sitting back on your heels, so which that will make it far more stable, but potentially a bit more restrictive for range of motion. And then once you're comfortable there, you can then start going up into the tall kneeling position, which will give you more rotation, but will be less inherently stable. You know? But that's a good movement drill for you, mate. Tom. That's really good, mate. Yeah. While it's a challenge to the balance, it can really work on your awareness of your quality within the overall pattern as to whether you're putting your center of gravity over your toes, onto your heels, or able to keep it coming down through the middle of the foot or feet. Amber, is this one you can do or no?
No, I can't bend my knee.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thought as much.
I'm sorry. No, it did close.
All right, then, Kay.
You saw me trying to grab hold of it, didn't you?
I didn't actually. It was just in the order that the gallery is set up.
Okay.
There was no malice in there at all. You know, to always blame misadventure rather than malevolence with me, Kay. You forgive me practicing my alliteration on you.
Nice.
Great. These two-handed exercises are brilliant for you, Kay. No one. It was clear that you were going through the range really slowly, but there was nothing that suggested anything about either of the arms. Nothing.
That's good to know, because inside it felt really stretched.
Well, that's good then. That's really good.
That's smooth.
Timor.
Let's do this.
And I would recommend breathing out in the swing and then in as you go into each of the follow-through positions.
Okay, so in at this point.
Yeah, and then when you start the swing out and then in.
Steve, did the eyes follow the clubs?
Here's Timo. You all right, mate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did like a champ.
that looked really good up until the dismount, like.
Yeah, the bump is a little rough, but it was good. It was good.
That's great, Timo.
Thank you.
Sorry, Jules. What's he asked, mate?
Yeah, I was just asking, did the eyes follow the line of the clubs, or did they go in front of as such?
Yeah, the eyes follow the clubs because the head and neck will follow the eyes.
Right.
You know, and because the eyes generally need a goal, if you see what I mean, and to sort of like say, oh, just look ahead of where you're going. I don't think that would translate as much to the movement. Right, and is it just TJ on this one? Excellent. Really good. It would be interesting to see if there's any impact on the movement if you actually did put a ball or something to strike in between and ahead of the knees, to see if you could then get that consistent motion each time and go to the same spot. If you've got
Throw you on
a I mean, if you've got a ball or maybe some small children, hey, here we go.
Clearly didn't see my game.
Well, we'll give you a few mulligans.
You clear?
Yeah, clear.
Hey, 4.
Steve, I was just wondering, would that work? Would it not be quite the same thing? I was just looking at the cushion on TJ's sofa there.
Yeah.
Whether like if you had like a pad, you know, like a boxer's pad or something.
Yeah.
Like around head height. So you could come round and
Yeah, it would. Certainly, if you had a bigger surface area to hit, you know, you could get the benefit of a target or a goal in the movement. But the bigger one would then inhibit the movement a little. With having the ball there, you can hit the ball and then follow on through. Now you can see that what actually happened, it did change his pattern a little because you actually loaded up a little bit more, I think, TJ, to give it a little bit of a crack. But then once you've got a little bit of awareness, and then you can, because it's just so much better if a task informs the movement. Now, it's clear that you had the scope to swing the club round either side. And then if you could add that little goal-directed aspect to it, I think that could be really good. And, you know, you hit the ball in the first one, no fresh air swing there, mate. I think that's everyone for the golf swing, isn't it? So we move on to rotating pendulums. And Jules, you've been elected as top of the list. A random way that Zoom does it.
That's the crucifix and then
That breathe in and out. In, out. Excellent, mate.
sorry, is the in breath when you're in the crucifix?
No, the in breath is when you go into rotation.
Oh, okay.
One of the aspects there is if you fill the abdomen with air, you'll sort of gap all of the vertebrae, and you'll hold everything in position, so nothing should go somewhere where it shouldn't, which is the sort of risk when you're moving out of the standard anatomical position, if you see what I mean. And then when you swing back through 6 o'clock to the crucifix, that's an out breath. So in breath, out. In breath, out. It's massively improved, by the way, Jules. Your shoulder height is far more, well, left arm's parallel to the floor, and just a slight bend to the right. Massively improved.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, he's playing spin the bottle there. Yeah. Do you want to, good effort, yours? Do your forward half knit or your open half kneeling swing. So you want to breathe in when you swing down. Dorsiflexion's great, Kate. I mean, you can actually see it breathing out, whichever one actually works for you best there, I would say.
It's actually easier to breathe in when I move.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because of the aspect of the rotation. And if you move that left foot slightly further forward, that's it. Yeah, see how it stays down now?
Yeah.
Really nice, Kate. Nice.
That's excellent.
Thank you.
Magic, Kate.
Can I go back to play spin the bottom?
And so even before when, and it was only towards the end that the heel started lifting, the heel was coming up, but it was like in a classic way with anyone does as it comes to an end of a range of dorsiflexion. There was none of the ataxia and or of the of the clonus, as you call it, like, which is an enormous improvement, isn't it?
It really is huge.
Well done, Bill. Well done.
Thank you.
Timur. Yeah. That was a better braking strategy than before, mate.
I was in a bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome, Timo. Awesome.
Thank you.
And is that a no? That's a no for you again, isn't it, Amber?
No.
Yeah.
No for me. Sorry.
TJ.
Inhale and return. Just be inhaling.
Excellent. Try to rotate that left shoulder. So that's it. And then swing back out into the crucifix. No, into the crucifix, mate. That's it.
No, inhale. Inhale.
Now rotate the other way.
Inhale is when you swing back. So blow out. Blow out. And now blow. Magic breath. And go. In.
Excellent. Bring that left arm through the 6 o'clock position into the crucifix. Excellent. Really good. Now we're right arm, 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. That's great, TJ.
I know.
First person, that should be inhale.
Excellent, mate. What I've always found, I don't know if it's consistent with anyone else, when I was trying to get the pattern correct, I always found that if I just focused on whichever was the front arm going through the 6 o'clock position, if I focused on that, everything else would come together. You know?
Good.
Gary. Excellent, mate. I'll turn and look to your, that's it, to the right. Well, go into the crucifix, that's it. And you probably benefit, mate, if you hold the clubs a little bit further up, because then they won't scuff into the ground as you come through. That's it. So think about that's it. Well done. Back to the crucifix. Yep. Left arm in front. That's it. Then back to the crucifix. And remember to go through that 6 o'clock position at the front. Yes. And then back out, crucifix. Now left arm through the 6 o'clock. Yes. And then back through the 6 o'clock, crucifix. Well done, Gary. Excellent.
Wow.
Really well done, mate. Linda.
Just on my knees. Sorry.
Oh.
I was a bit unstable before.
Yeah.
So, I'm not used to doing it on my knees.
Why did you just hit yourself?
Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So remember that left arm through the 6 o'clock. That's better because it was going a little bit horizontal. It was better. Still could improve. Let's see. Left arm 6 o'clock. Excellent. 6 o'clock on the way back. Yes. That might be a nice one for you to focus on, that, Lyndon, because it seems to be a little bit of a sticky patch. If you were fluent when that left arm was actually coming across a little bit more horizontal.
Oh.
Then when you focused on putting it through the 6 o'clock, it would stick a little after it had gone through.
Okay.
As ever, key question there is hardware or software. Is that because
There are no shoelaces between underneath.
yeah. Yeah, hardware, software, or shoelaces.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
Tom, over to you, mate. Try to point them to the ceiling when you go at it, when you go to the crucifix. Well done. Yeah. Yeah, that one for you to work on is on each of the rotations to try to exhibit a dead point. You know what I mean by a dead point? So the dead point is if you've got a tennis ball in your hand and you throw it up and catch it, you throw it up vertically, it'll go up in the air against gravity, and then the point at which it stops moving, it just hangs there for a moment. It's almost like it stays stationary for a second at its top point and then comes down. Now that top point is called the dead point, or certainly is in climbing. And what you do with the dead point is if you move yourself into a dynamic reach, you move, and then when you're at the dead point, that's where you take advantage to grab on, so you get that split second. You can use that within the pendulums. And so if you just let the swing go at the pace of gravity and come up, hold at the dead point, and then come down, and it just makes it look really graceful. That's it, mate. And then just focus on it being expansive is all, which is sort of going right through that 6 o'clock and keeping your balance, which is obviously a lot to, yeah, that's really good, mate. Okie doke. That's great. Have I missed anyone for the rotating pendulums? I don't think I have. All righty. Well, I think